Hello everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm coming at you with an interesting video. Today I'm going to show you how to use your Steri-pen Classic 3. This is an ultraviolet light water purification device, okay? This device uses 4 AA batteries, Now, it'll treat half liter, which is 16 ounces, or it'll treat 1 liter, which is 32 ounces. If you use alkaline batteries, you can get 50 liters of treatment out of those batteries. If you use nickel metal hydride batteries, you can get 100 liters of treatment out of those batteries. And if you use lithium ion batteries, you can get 150 treatments out of those batteries. This device has an 8,000 hour lamp life, okay? Or basically 8,000 treatments. Not hours, but 8,000 treatments. In a normal situation, that's approximately 7 years of water treatment. Okay, this device is waterproof, although, you know, so if it falls and goes underwater a little bit, it's okay, but you know, you don't want to try to do it all the time, you know, and get it underwater. If you're going to be treating a half liter of water, you want to use this device. You'll basically click this button once and you'll wait 48 seconds or until the light goes out. If you're wanting to treat a 1 liter bottle, you will need to wait 90 seconds, but you'll have to click this twice. So the way I always remember it is small bottle, 1 click, big bottle, 2 clicks. Now that's not the same with all the Steri-pens, so that's just for this one alone, this Classic 3. Now, if you're going to be using chemicals to treat your water, such as iodine or chlorine, you know, those methods of cleaning your water or purifying your water, they put a taste in the water. So unless you got some kind of Kool-Aid or some kind of juice pack or something that you're going to add to that water, you might be having to drink water that tastes funny. Now that's not bad if you're in a survival situation. The other downside to using chemical treatments is you have to wait time before that water is considered drinkable. The Steri-pen does not affect the taste of the water, nor do you have to wait. The only time that you have to wait is that 90 seconds or that 48 seconds, depending on how much water you're purifying. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Right now I have a 32 ounce bottle. This is an Nalgene bottle, and on top of it you can see that I have the Prefilter installed. This Prefilter is important because you don't want to put cloudy water in here, because if you put cloudy water or water with a bunch of debris in it, or if there's ice in your water or something like that, that could mess up the ultraviolet rays of light which are used to purify your water. So they've included with this Steri-pen a nice little Prefilter. You want to take this off, this little piece here, and you want to flip it over. The reason you want to flip it over is because this top lid will not fit. See how that sticks out the top a little bit? It won't fit like that. You can't put your lid on. So that's why there's little barbs on both ends. See, you got 2 little grooves here, and then you have 2 little grooves here. So it's just for storage. You'll put that down. But in our case, we're going to put this up and lock it into place. There's little grooves that it locks into. Now, from here we have some water over here that we've collected. This is water that we're not sure about. We're going to go ahead and fill this bottle up to 32 ounces. And you see that I'm spilling water everywhere. I think I need to vent this. There we go. Created a vacuum in there. That's why it didn't flow. Now you see that I'm pouring water all over the table and everything. That's not really that big of a deal, but it does. One thing that I want to mention is if you're getting water all over your bottle like I am. Now this is generally supposed to be submerged underwater to fill it, you know, and my pouring isn't very good. But this Steri-pen will not purify any of the water that's around the cap or lid or anything of that nature of the bottle. So if you want to make sure to have a rag available to wipe that dry. It will only purify the water in the bottle. This pre-filter is a 40 micron filter, and again, mainly all it's for is to remove the debris and leaves and dirt and sand and all that stuff out of the water to make the Steri-pen's job a little bit easier. So I'm almost there. I'm about 28 ounces. So there we go. We're about 32, just a little short of that. Set this aside. Now from here I'm going to take that pre-filter out. And you can see that there's access here. Now again, any of this water that's sitting in the lid inside here is not going to be purified, so you want to be careful with that. So I'm just kind of bumping on it. If I had a rag or something available, you know, I would kind of clean this thing up, because you don't want to drink any of that bad water. If you got any water in your lid or anything like that, you want to clean it up, make it as dry as possible. Can't stress that enough, because if there was Giardia or Crypto or anything like that in your water, you don't want it to be existing, because your first drink, even though you purified 32 ounces, you know, your first drink might be whatever's in that lid, and it might jack you up. Okay, so now we're going to take our Steri-pen. We're going to treat 1 liter, which is 32 ounces. We're going to push this button twice. When I push it once, the half liter light lights up. If I push it a second time, whoops, hang on. Bear with me. I need 2 lights. Hang on, I'm going to remove the batteries. There we go. Now let's do this again. 1, 2. See how I have both lights? They're flashing. It's telling me that it's ready to go. So this has a nice little rubber grommet type thing on it. I'm going to put that into the bottle, and then I'm going to flip the bottle upside down. So I'm just going to kind of swish this around. You can barely see inside there. That light's on. Kind of hard to see. It's kind of lit up because I have a lot of light in here. So I'm in this room. So I'm just basically going to shake this water around until that light goes out. Since it's 1 liter, it's going to take about 90 seconds. You can see the light inside. About 90 seconds. I'm not trying to bore you guys. That light is still on. Lit up kind of blue inside. It takes 90 seconds. And I'm just waiting. If you get any kind of red indicator down here when that light goes out, other than this one code in my owner's manual, there's only one thing that red is good for. All the other red lights are meaning that you didn't have success. So there, the light went off. We're getting a green flash. This water is now purified and it is safe to drink. So when we're all finished, we want to take a dry cloth and just kind of dry off our Steri-pen. Put the cap back on and store this device. Okay, and it shuts off on its own. This water is now purified. Now let's say for some reason you didn't have the pre-filter with you. Maybe you didn't have a pre-filter. Maybe you didn't have the luxury or the access to something like that. You can take your bandana like this, take the corner of the bandana and just kind of make a little divot down there, and you can pour your water in like this, and this will help remove the debris and things also. So you could do that. And then in that case, I'll show you one more time. You'll click this twice, 1, 2, and then you'll just put it down. Once the water touches both these probes, then the light comes on. See that? Lit up down there? And you'll basically stir this thing around for 90 seconds. You can see the light as I bring it close to the surface. So you're just stirring that Steri-pen around in that water. You're waiting for the light to go out. If you notice that the light goes out in less than 90 seconds, either you didn't click the button twice, or maybe your batteries are dead or something like that, and you want to, at that point in time, you want to look at your LED indicator here and see what it's telling you. Now I realized that I just purified this water a minute ago, and I'm doing it again just for the video. Okay, it's not going to hurt the water or nothing like that. There's no such thing as over purifying water. Okay, so I'm just kind of shaking it off, getting it in there. 90 seconds of treatment. No problem, I'm just waiting for the light to go out. Something like that. Just waiting. This is a great method of water purification. Kind of reminds you of something that you'd see on Star Wars. You know, I'm kind of old school. I'm one of those old, you know, boil your water guys. See the LED indicators flashing green? Telling me we're set, telling me we're good to go. Okay, the same thing applies if you have any kind of water around the mouth of the bottle or anything like that that might have been untreated. Because again, you're only treating the water inside of the bottle. So you would want to take a dry portion or another rag and wipe that stuff off. That water now is good to go. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you for watching the video today on the Steri-pen Classic 3, how to use it. I hope you got some good, useful information out of this. Please feel free, as always, to like this video, share this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, have a beautiful day. Now go out there and purify some water. Bye. One more quick question that I get all the time, folks, is what if you have your Steri-pen and you're wanting to purify a larger volume of water? Is that possible with this? The answer is yes and no. Yes, you can do it, but you can't do it in this big container, okay? What you'll need to do is you'll need to pour this into half-liter or 1-liter bottles and purify them one at a time. So yes, you can do it, but it's kind of cumbersome.